Hi. Let's learn about incidence rate, definition, calculation, and examples. The term incidence rate refers to the rate at which a new event occurs over a specified period of time. Put simply, the incidence rate is the number of new cases within a time period as a proportion of the number of people at risk for the disease. This measure is commonly used in epidemiology to denote the occurrence of disease, illness, or accidents, and is also used to determine the probability of other events, such as financial phenomena like foreclosures. The incidence rate helps experts anticipate future incidents and make plans accordingly. Experts commonly use incidence rates to determine the probability of an outbreak of disease, illness, or accidents in a given population. In order to determine the incidence rate of a particular event, experts take the number of new cases as a proportion of the population at risk. Both instances take a specified period of time into consideration. This provides experts with a snapshot of changes in the event's progression within a population over time and becomes important for tracking chronic infectious diseases. It is also used to make comparisons on the probability of disease across different populations or how a financial phenomenon like foreclosure is likely to take place. In order to calculate the incidence rate of a particular event, take the number of new instances of the event in question during a specific period of time and divide that by the total population at risk during that period of time. The result is generally presented as a number of cases in a certain amount of the population. For example, a county in the U.S. with a population of 500,000 may have had 20 new cases of tuberculosis in 2013, translating to an incidence rate of 4 cases per 100,000 persons. Another example is a study on lung cancer rates released in January 2014 by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, which found that lung cancer incidence rates from 2005 to 2009 declined by 2.6 per year among men and 1.1 per year among women. Incidence measures the likelihood of occurrence during a specific time period, while prevalence is a measure of the actual number of cases of a condition or illness in a population at a certain point in time. Therefore, it is the total accumulation of incidences over a period of time. Incidence rates are commonly used by the FDA to determine if and when pharmaceutical companies are allowed to take their drugs to market. Companies rely on positive results and approval to get their drugs to market, which is usually a long, drawn-out process. Meeting these goals means good news for investors, while those that aren't able to achieve these milestones often see their stocks drop. The incidence rate ratio refers to the ratio of two different rates of incidence, both of which are required to have the same time period when calculating them individually. In market research, incidence rate refers to the frequency of people who are able to take part in a particular study. This is calculated by taking the total number of people who are qualified to participate by the total number of those who responded to the call for the study. Person-time incidence rates, which are also known as incidence density rates, are determined by taking the total number of new cases of an event and dividing that by the sum of the person-time of the at-risk population. Experts indicate that the incidence rate of HIV in the U.S. remains stable, reported to be 13.3 per 100,000 people in 2021. Here are 5 key takeaways. 1. The incidence rate measures how often an event, such as disease or foreclosure, is likely to occur over a particular period of time. 2. This rate provides the capacity to anticipate future incidents and plan accordingly. 3. Incidence is different from prevalence, which measures the total accumulation of cases. 4. Pharmaceutical and biotech companies rely on incidence rates when they seek approval from the FDA to get their drugs to market. 5. Companies that report positive incidence rates are good picks for investors, while those with negative findings often see losses in their stocks. Hope this would help. Thanks for watching.